Aquarius, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Look at your reading, Aquarius. We are going to connect with your energies for these next few hours. Don't forget to take what resonates and also check your moon and rising sign. Let me see if anything else comes through. I am going to start this reading with the abundance angels. Let's see what message the abundance angels let us see for you, what you need to know. It is talking to us about paying off debts. This is a truly long-awaited announcement for many of you because it involves something vital. Completely eliminating the stress, or perhaps we should say, the heavy pressures caused by either your financial burdens or even those deep emotional debts that have been weighing down your life. We are talking about clearing the path forward so you can finally breathe easier, release the tension you have been carrying for so long, and move into a much more peaceful and prosperous chapter of your personal journey starting right now. You are going to start feeling lighter and freer just by facing this matter and putting a plan into motion to take charge of these current obligations. You will also be able to avoid future ones. There's also a situation that has a lot to do with taking care of yourself, which involves eliminating those pressures. It is understandable that this entire situation can generate stress or mental overload for you, and it is important to address it to maintain your well-being during this challenging period. And that also creates a certain confusion where you feel trapped, unable to see a way out, and unable to find a solution. Everything feels so very, very tangled, doesn't it? Well, here it is telling you that you are about to find that possible negotiation or that possible breakthrough regarding this blockage, which will also free you from those situations of tension that these same situations may have generated in the rest of your life. Furthermore, it also meant moments of stress for you that created uncomfortable situations, which have also generated health-related issues. You have been through a lot of tension, and these difficult experiences have clearly taken a toll on your overall well-being during this time. Let's see what the angels tell us. These are always generalized readings. Sometimes it may not, perhaps sometimes it resonates with you, sometimes not. But beyond that, you always have the possibility of addressing your specific case, your particular case, and you can do it through a consultation with me. And the schedule is on the webpage. You can always find the website address right here in the video description so you are able to connect with me and schedule your own personal consultation for your specific case. And you also have a comment pinned to your sign so that you can access the page directly. How interesting. I was paying attention to the fact that you have 2 5s. And you know that 5s in tarot are numbers that tell us a bit about that, right? About certain problems, certain blockages, certain delays or discomforts. And in this case, it has to do with what can refer to relational issues because there is a 5 of Cups or also personal ones, which obviously affect what can also be your life from an economic place, right? And you resolve it because those blockages disappear. But you see that you are overcoming 2 situations that are quite complicated and cumbersome for most of you because the 5 of Wands tells you that you are up to the task of all this, that you reach that agreement, that you reach that solution, that in this situation there is a blessing for you. And for whatever you may not be finding today, that specific meeting point you seem to be missing, in just a few days, the possibility of settling into this situation will manifest itself and everything will finally fall into place. This is clearly mapped out, telling you that you are moving away from that drama very soon. Stepping away from the energy that stresses and drains you. Above all, it means you must start treating yourself better, being more patient with yourself, and taking care of your own needs a little bit more. It is time to prioritize your well-being and release the heavy weight you have been carrying. You already have a Chariot, and if we are talking about overcoming obstacles, the Chariot is the best card that could have come out for you because the Chariot is the one that makes you take the reins, recover your confidence, have that self-confidence and strength and determination. That bravely makes you take action, makes you go forward, go in search of that solution, in search of that goal, go through the situation and cross any type of obstacle. And it makes it so that obviously you can be placed in a place of victory or in a place of glory, and you will obviously be recognized for the good person you are, for the good management you do, for what you are gaining, because the 5 of Wands can also be a card that feels like competition. I find myself having to compete in this situation because I need to stand out from the rest of the pack. However, I also have to earn my own place here because I'm genuinely interested in everything this has to offer. I need to prove that I am worthy of this opportunity and show that I truly belong among all of you right now. Well, you are not only up to the task, but you are with absolute gain. This corresponds to you, and you will also end up being seen and recognized by other people with that recognition worthy of someone who has known how to fight for what they understand corresponds to them, and also for their dream and for their goal. But you also have a 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is talking to us about the sadness and pain that has gone on to become a little bit of suffering too, due to the loss of something or someone or due to a situation that had not happened, that did not happen as you expected, where there was a lot of burden or a lot of intention on your part for it to happen in that way, and it turned out another way, right? So, well, a situation of pain is generated there. Well, The Five of Cups is telling you that this has happened for a reason and that you have to start looking at what is coming, not what you lost, but what you have within reach to move forward in the face of this. Get out of those debts, which can be understood in a general sense, not only economic ones, and take the opportunities that life gives you at this moment to be happy. I know it is difficult, but Archangel Raphael tells you, I am giving you my energy of healing, but I ask you to look at the positive side of all this. I believe that as you start to feel freer to face this matter, after having moved past this situation, you will go forward feeling stronger. Above all, you will find yourself in a place where you will see that you can navigate this challenge with ease. It gives you that positive energy so that you can face this from a different place, and above all, open yourself to opportunities and free yourself from regret. Obviously, many times when we have a situation like this where we really have to take charge of an economic issue, we feel very guilty because we understand that it was us who managed that poorly. Well, it is part of life, right? So I say it is not that we have to resign ourselves to that and, well, that's it, it's forgiven. No. We must take charge of this situation in a responsible and conscious way. Above all, we need to understand that we must free ourselves from guilt and regret and finally act in a completely different way from this moment on. You have ways to move past all of this. You feel far too tied down or restricted on all sides, and it is time to break free from that stagnant energy. But you know what happens? It also says that you have past experience that you should be using in this present moment regarding something that obviously is appearing again. You have to break with certain behaviors, habits that you have been repeating for quite some time and are giving you the same result. Results that make you feel incapable and capable of acting. Results that are not taking you anywhere, and the only thing they do is bring you restrictions. So acting from that place of experience makes you able to resist all this, recover more easily, stand up again, be persevering and consistent and coherent with all this. Furthermore, know that you are going to win this battle as you should, bravely and heroically, just as the Chariot shows us. You have the strength to overcome, rise again, and move forward with conviction. Now, seeing that things are starting to settle in such a way that your ideas are becoming clearer, you begin to relieve that stress, you start to feel better, and you begin to recover. But I also feel that, in a way, you need to understand that you are yielding control and letting yourself be guided by your surroundings. Or perhaps you are truly thinking that you lack the power or the means to change things. You are essentially giving into your environment, feeling as though you do not have the influence or the capacity to steer your own path. And it is a total impression of yours. I really have to tell you that the restriction and the limitation make you stay there, and it is you who has to become aware that you are the only one who can get out of there. The obstacles that arise, often in the Eight of Swords, and for the most part, if not all, are self-imposed. They generate fear, and that fear makes you feel paralyzed, keeping you from wanting to face this or acknowledge the problem. And yet they are telling you, you have to recognize it, you have to face it. Because opportunities are coming that maybe you are letting pass by, precisely as the Five of Cups tells you, for not wanting to precisely take action, right? Beyond the fact that you might also be dealing with other people who are pressuring you or making you feel even more guilty than you already do, don't you think? It really adds another layer to everything you are experiencing right now, and it is something that you need to be very mindful of as you move forward, right? I think you need to look at this place from a personal perspective, right? Regarding the Eight of Swords, look at it from a very personal angle and take action in a way that is more convenient for you rather than for everyone else around you. And obviously do what you are feeling like doing, wanting to do, and that you understand is better for you at this moment. You have a Four of Swords. The Four of Swords also aligns with the theme of stress, right? And the desperate need for an energy recovery, for some rest. Since you are certainly going to win all of this and come out of it just fine, you might also end up tired, stressed, or even more stressed out. Already in the Nine of Wands, you feel better, right? The Chariot too. But after you finish all this, it is as if, well, you feel the weight of everything lived. And the Four of Swords places you in a place like preparation, because there are things that are going to come, right? Obviously, you have to be more recovered, right? You are going to recover, but even more recovered. Especially because if you understand that you need to take time for recovery, rest, and reflect on everything experienced, but also take time to arrange ideas, to develop a better action plan, to see how you will move forward with your life from here on out, right? You are starting from a different place now in a situation where something that has been hindering your progress is no longer going to be in your life. You have every right to do this so you don't keep making the same mistakes. Furthermore, during this time of rest, you can become conscious and realize which behaviors or habits you have been repeating for a long time, the ones that always lead you to the same place or consistently yield the same result. You deserve this moment of clarity to break those cycles and finally move forward toward a different outcome. So if we want to have a different result, we have to act differently. Many of us already have it so intrinsic, so embedded in us that we do it without realizing it. For this reason, the Four of Swords not only speaks to us of a recovery after an effort, one that is understood as a battle won, but also of what the body is asking of us. There are signs warning you that your body needs rest, it needs more hours of sleep, it needs better nutrition, and it needs to prepare specifically for what is coming. Surely what you do after this situation will be to make a decision that leads you to change direction. Because you have the Chariot, and the Chariot may be warning you of an upcoming move, a relocation, or a trip. That is why also with a clear, calmer, fresher mind and you feeling better and recovered energetically and physically, you will have better possibilities of making better decisions, being led by the Chariot to a place where not only are there no longer obstacles, but it is also a direction and a place where you feel much better and much more fulfilled, right? So it is absolutely necessary to take that advice from the Four of Swords into account. It could also be that meditation helps you a lot. In some cases, it could be someone's advice, or it could also be the need to talk, right? That is something you should definitely consider moving forward. There is a distinct necessity to engage in a conversation with someone where you can settle certain matters. This could involve financial topics, or perhaps you are in the process of preparing yourself for a highly significant discussion where, yes, well, there is a question of money involved. It really is a vital issue, isn't it? This conversation holds great weight, and it is something you must address with care. By clarifying these points, you are setting the stage to resolve lingering tensions, ensuring that you can move forward with much greater peace of mind and clarity in all of your future dealings. Which carries weight for you. Let's see what Archangel Michael tells us now. Let's see what Archangel Michael tells us. I can assure you with the Chariot, which is the major arcana that came out for you here, is that your life changes stage, it moves, and with that, many things move. Not only can you move from place to place, you can shift your thinking, you can move geographically, but your finances also move. That accompanies a movement of many things: the economy, relationships, people. And the intention itself already of moving, of starting to organize yourself differently, makes your life also move differently with another type of energy. You have the support of God and all the angels at this moment, and also for a moment where you may feel like you are in convalescence or you are going through some illness or you are undergoing some type of treatment. It tells me that God and the angels are with you, so you must trust. Please, it says, to describe your situation in detail at this moment, because they are taking care of it and they will provide you with divine guidance that will bring to your life what are miracles that will unfold so that you can clear up this situation and also benefit yourself personally and all those people who are involved in this matter. So Aquarius, let's trust, let's decree for this to happen.